We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, today we are discuss about the design of DCMT subject chapter number 1 topic duty cycle. Actually friends, we all are familiar with the electrical motors. We are studied different types of motor which performs different types of duties. So the duty cycle of each motor is important. So according to the duty cycle as per the IS 4722 1968, some duty cycles will be specified for the electrical rotating machinery. So total 8 types of duties which are specified for the electrical machinery. Just name as a first one is known as a continuous duty. This is known as a S1. Second one is known as a short time duty. Third one is known as a intermittent periodic duty. Fourth one is known as a intermittent periodic duty with starting. Fifth one is known as a intermittent periodic duty with starting and breaking. Sixth one is continuous duty with intermittent periodic loading. Seventh one is continuous duty with starting and breaking. And last one is continuous duty with periodic speed changes. Now all the duties we are discussed in detail. So first one is known as a continuous duty. So what do you understand by continuous duty? In this duty cycle, the duration of load for a sufficient long time. So what happen? All the parts of the motor gets equilibrium, thermal equilibrium. So all the parts of the motor reaches its maximum temperature. And so we have a graph between time versus load, time versus electric losses, and time versus temperature. So as shown in graph, here it is the graph between time versus load. So now if load is increasing, then here loss is also increases, and then temperature is after the starting of motor, the temperature goes increases, and at this point it gets maximum thermal equilibrium. So in this duty cycle there is no rest period. Here is the N. This is known as the operation under rated condition, and here temperature is the theta M. This is known as a maximum temperature and it is denoted in degree centigrade. So in this duty cycle all the parts of the motor gets equal thermal equilibrium. So some example of this type of duty cycle is continuous running fans, pumps, and other equipment which operate for several hours and even days at a time. Also some example are conveyor belt, compressor. So in this type of duty there is no rest period. Now second one is known as a short time duty. So according to the name of this type of duty, the duration of load on the motor is so short time. So what happen? In this duty cycle, motor does not get maximum temperature because the load of the motor has some time, and after this is the rest time. So in this duty cycle there are the graph between time versus load, time versus electric losses, and time versus temperature. So as shown in figure, here is the N period. This is known as the operation under rated continuous time, and then next is the rest period. So what happen in this type of duty cycle? The period for load is so short, then the machine cannot reach its thermal equilibrium. So steady temperature rise while the period of rest is so long that the motor temperature drops at the ambient temperature. Why it happened? Because the operation under rated condition, this period is so short, and the remaining portion, the remaining period, that is known as a rest period, is too much. So if motor, some parts of the motor gets thermal equilibrium at the time of operation under continuous load, then this temperature will be decreased at the time of rest period, and the temperature drops to the ambient temperature. So in this type of duty cycle, some examples are known as a railway turntable, navigation log gates, and in this duty cycle, standard short time rating are also known as a 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes and 90 minutes. So this time of duty is used in the some industrial application also. Now third one is known as a intermittent periodic duty. As per the name, intermittent means the motor is operated at constant load for some period, and then the period is, and then it operates on rest period. Then another time it operates on rated load, then rest period, rated load, and rest period. This is known as the intermittent periodic duty. So in intermittent duty, the period of constant load and rest which machines de-energize alternates. So as shown in this graph, here at the end period is the operation under rated load, and this is the rest period. That means what? If the temperature of the motor gets less, and this is the electrical losses. So at the operating period, electrical losses are increased, then it decrease, again increase, again decrease. Also it happened with the temperature rise. Here the temperature is increased at the time of operation, and at the rest type it starts to decrease. Now the load period are too short in this type of duty, which allow the motor to reach its final steady state value, while period of rest are also too small to allow the motor to cool down to the ambient temperature. And so there are some examples of this type of duty is cranes, lift, certain metal cutting tools, drives, drilling machine, press machine, etc. So this type of duty is known as a intermittent periodic duty. Now in this type of duty we are defined a duty factor. So duty factor is generally known as the ratio of heating period to the period of whole cycle. So as per the definition, here it is the ratio of heating period. So heating period is known as a operation under rated condition, and a whole cycle, N plus R, this is known as a whole cycle. So as per the definition, the duty factor is defined as a TH divided by TH plus TC. TH means what? TH means heating period, and TH plus TC, heating period plus cooling period. So there are known as a TH plus TC is equal to known as the whole cycle. So the duty factor is determined on the basis of 10 cycle of 10 minutes long. So duty factor is most important in this type of duty cycle. So now fourth one is known as a intermittent periodic duty with starting. So as shown in the graph, we can see that here is the D. D is known as a starting point, N is known as a operation under rated condition, and the R is known as a rest period. So according to the name, intermittent periodic duty with starting. So here there are in total cycle, in complete one cycle, there are total three parts. D plus N plus R. D is known as the starting point, N is known as operation under rated condition, and R is known as a rest period. So this type of duty consists of a sequence of identical duty cycle, each consisting of a period of starting, period of operation at constant load, and a rest period. So the operating at rest period are too short to obtain thermal equilibrium during one duty cycle. This is known as a intermittent periodic duty with starting. So in this duty cycle we can also define as a duty factor. So according to the definition, here D plus N. So again we can show this slide. D plus N, this is known as a heating period, and total cycle is D plus N plus R. So according to the definition, duty factor is known as a D plus N divided by D plus N plus R. So in this type of duty cycle, the stopping of motor is obtained either by natural deceleration or after discontinuance of the electrical supply. So we can switch off the motor, or it can be possible with the mechanical braking. We all are familiar with mechanical braking as well as electrical supply as well as another form of the motor stopping. So if in this braking or in this braking we cannot add additional heating of the winding, which does not allow. So only D plus N divided by D plus N plus R is known as a duty factor. Now fifth one is known as a intermittent periodic duty with starting and breaking. So again we discuss this type of duty is in the duty cycle. There are total 4 types of cycle which will include D plus N plus F plus R. So according to the name of this type of duty cycle, here D is known as a starting time, N is known as operating under rated condition, F is known as a breaking period, and R is known as a rest period. So according to the graph, here D plus N plus F. So F is known as a breaking. So what happened in the types of breaking? The temperature gets high according to the, in case of the natural or a continuous load. So according, if we saw this graph time versus temperature, so it show that at the starting period temperature gets high, and at the running period or constant load periods temperature are somehow it reduced to this point. And again if we apply the brake to the motor, then temperature again gets high due to the losses, and then at the rest period it gets to the ambient temperature. So the operating and rest period are too short to obtain thermal equilibrium during one duty cycle as shown in the figure. So in this duty, braking is rapid and is carried out by the electrical means. So we can also define duty factor in this type of duty cycle, which is known as a D plus N plus F. So D plus N plus F, it is known as a heating period, and whole cycle is known as a D plus N plus F plus R. So duty factor is known as a heating period divided by one cycle. So D plus N plus F, this is known as a heating period, and D plus N plus F plus R is known as a whole cycle. So duty factor is defined in this type of duty cycle. Now moving to sixth type of duty cycle. Sixth type of duty cycle is known as a continuous duty with intermittent periodic loading. So as shown in this figure, as per the name of this duty cycle, continuous duty with intermittent periodic loading. So loading of the motor is intermittent. So this type of duty consists of a sequence of identical duty cycle which consisting of a period of operation at constant load and period of operation at no load. So as shown in the figure, here we can draw the graph between time versus load. So here N period. N period is known as the operation under rated condition. And here is the V period. V period is known as the operation on no load. Here motor does not get rest period. And now motor operates on under rated condition. So here rest period is not included in this type of duty cycle. And here is the temperature, maximum temperature attained when the motor operation under rated condition, and at the time of motor running on no load, the temperature gets to decreases. And another, when the motor and the load is suddenly increases, or as per name intermittent periodic loading, the temperature gets high, gets low. So in this type of duty cycle, operation and no load period are too short to attain thermal equilibrium during one cycle as shown in the figure. So duty factor is, again, in this type of duty cycle, the duty factor is known as the N divided by N plus V. So N is known as the operating time divided by N plus V, known as the one duty cycle, one cycle. Now 7.1 is known as a continuous duty with starting and breaking. So as here braking is applied, again braking can be applied with the help of mechanical braking, or we can say that if we cut off the supply, then also electric braking is occurred in this type of duty cycle. So this type of duty consists of a sequence of identical duty cycle, each having a period of starting, a period of operation at constant load, and a period of electrical braking. So as shown in the figure, here D, here N, and here F. So D is known as a starting period, N is known as a operation under normal condition, and F is known as a braking period, period of braking, either mechanical braking as electrical braking. Here electrical loss versus time graph show that loss is increases when the starting and loss is also increases when the braking period. Now this is the temperature versus time as shown in the figure. When we start the motor, then all parts gets thermal equilibrium and temperature of the motor is high. When the motor running under normal condition, then this temperature tries to get back or tries to get low, and when the braking is applied, and another with this losses or temperature will tries to increases. So in this duty cycle, here there is no rest period. So the duty factor of this type of duty cycle is 1. Now in this duty cycle, there is no rest period or de-energized period. Now friends, last one is known as a continuous duty with periodic speed changes. Now as per the name, continuous duty with periodic speed changes means we have different types of speed at the different type of different time. So this type of duty consists of a sequence of identical duty cycle, each consisting of a period of operation at constant load corresponding to determined speed of rotation, followed immediately by a period of operation at another load corresponding to different speed of operation. So as shown in the figure, here D is known as a acceleration period, or also we can say that it is a starting period. Here N1, N2 and N3. So N1, N2, N3 is known as the operation under rated condition. And here F1 and F2. F1 and F2 is known as the braking period. So here we have N1, that means another speed, N2 another speed, and N3 is also known as another speed. So if we show the graph between time versus electric loss, then the losses will increase at the time of acceleration, then which will be at the constant load. This losses tries to decrease, then again increase and tries to decrease at the time of constant rated load, and also these losses will be increases at the time of braking. So we have a two braking point F1 and F2. At this time this type of losses is increases. And the third graph is known as a time versus temperature. If we see that at the time of acceleration this temperature gets increases, and at the time of braking it gets the thermal equilibrium. So theta m, at the time of braking this temperature gets the thermal equilibrium. So in this type of duty cycle, operating period is too short to attain thermal equilibrium during one duty cycle. So there being no rest period and no de-energized period. So again in this type of duty factor we have a different types of duty factor, just known as a D plus N1 divided by whole cycle. Whole cycle which is consist of a D plus N1 plus F1 plus N2 plus F2 plus N3. So this is known as a whole cycle. And at the heating time also we have a different types of heating time, just known as a D plus N1, just known as a F1 plus N2, just known as a F2 plus N3. So heating period is we have a different. So we have we can make a different duty factor. So we make a three duty factor. First one is known as the D plus N1, which is known as a heating period, and the whole cycle D plus N1 plus F1, N2 plus F2 plus N3. We have a second, we define the second duty factor, which is known as a F1 plus N2 divided by D plus N1 plus F1. This is known as a whole cycle. And third one is known as a F2 plus N3. So this is the duty factor. So friends, this all types of duties which performs by electrical motor are very important in electrical machine. So last we summarize the different duties. This is known as a continuous duty, short time duty, intermittent periodic duty, intermittent periodic duty with starting, intermittent periodic duty with starting and breaking, continuous duty with intermittent periodic loading, continuous duty with starting and breaking, continuous duty with periodic speed changes. So I hope all are familiar with this type of duty and gets every conclusion. So thank you very much for attending